So while accounting concepts and conventions sort of sound or seem similar, there are actually some differences in accounting concepts and accounting conventions. So we're going to highlight the differences between accounting concepts and accounting conventions. So there are 4 differences between accounting concepts and conventions. So let's present this in a tabular form. So here we have accounting concepts. And here we have accounting conventions. So first, accounting concepts are merely theoretical notions applied in the recording, in accounting records, or in the recording process. Counting records. While accounting conventions are methods and procedures which must be followed to ensure that financial statements give a true and fair view What are we trying to say? Accounting concepts are theoretical notions. When we say, oh, revenue must be matched against expenses earned in that year, we're saying the business should be prepared to a foreseeable future. There's actually no, there's nothing penned down. There's nothing written down. They're just concepts, notions that we must apply when recording financial information. On the other hand, accounting conventions are methods, procedures which we must follow to ensure that financial statements give a true and fair view. For example, when we're looking at the conservatism convention, where they tell us, or where it states that where there are 2 values for a transaction of income or revenue, the lower value should be applied. This is a procedure. This is a guide. It is direct, and it ensures that the financial statements give a true and fair view. The next difference, or another difference, is that accounting concepts relate to the recording phase as well as maintenance of accounting records. So at what point do we apply accounting concepts? At the recording phase. At what point do we apply or adopt accounting conventions? Accounting conventions, so this is 2. It relates to the preparation and presentation phase of financial statements. Recall that we have a process, right? Accounting records, they start with the information gathering phase and then data analysis. That data forms information which we put into the various books of accounts, moves to the trial balance, and then we have our final accounts. So at the point where we're recording ledger, transactions, and all of that, we have accounting concepts to apply. At the point where we're preparing financial information or preparing financial statements, that is the point where we apply the accounting conventions. The next is, for accounting concepts, there is no possibility of bias or personal judgment in the adoption. Whereas accounting conventions, being a largely subjective guideline, there is a high possibility of bias within the financial reporting process. Now, for example, a convention says the accountant is deemed to err on the side of caution. There's no guideline on what extent do we err on caution. It means there is room for subjectivity. And where there is room for subjectivity, there's a high possibility of bias or prejudice or personal judgment when preparing financial statements. However, accounting concepts are direct. They are rules, they are principles. They've told you, right, this is what to do. Measure in monetary terms. Treat the business as a going concern. Separate the owner from the business. So this is direct. Therefore, there is no possibility of prejudice when adopting accounting concepts. And then finally, accounting concepts are prescribed, developed, or given by accountancy bodies. While accounting conventions are born out of common general practices accepted within the profession. So one is direct, right? It's rule-based, given by accountancy bodies, that is the accounting concepts, while the other is just born out of common practice, which was what we defined accounting conventions are. They are practices, that sort of guide in the methodology and procedure of recording financial statements. So again, accounting concepts and conventions are quite similar. However, there are these distinct differences which we must identify to ensure that we can fully digest, what the concepts and conventions aim at achieving within the financial reporting process. Let's take a drill.